This is my review on JJ's Star Trek Trilogy, Abrams, by JJ Abrams. The entire trilogy, I give these movies 5 out of 10. Not a big fan of any of them. Let's start with my problem with the first one. My first one is I don't know why, but my problem with the first one is, I don't know why they went down this road, but pretty much 90% of the things that our main character, Captain Kirk, does is just to make him look like a clueless jackass. And ends up making him look like a foolish idiot. So I guess our hero is an idiot and sucks as a hero and can't be competent. Nice one. Movie. Oh great, I love this guy already. This clown. And that's my problem with the reboot version of Captain Kirk that J.J. Abrams reimagined. Yeah. Notice how I did that reimagining? Sort of. Because this is also connected to the original Star Trek series. Now, the description online in Google says that this is based off of the original Star Trek series. That's a lie. This is connected to the original Star Trek series, but it takes place somewhere in an elseworld timeline. If a what-if timeline, Kirk didn't become Captain Kirk of the Enterprise. So, it's basically, multiverse MacGuffin paradox basically thing. It's explained very briefly by Old Man Spock, played by Spock. Old Man Spock is the Spock from the television show, played by another Leonard Nimoy, who reprises his role as his Spock from the show. As old man now, he's this old man now, and he been living abandoned on this planet alone, and comes across a young Kurt, and they run into each other after Kurt got kicked off the ship off the Enterprise ship by Spock, who is now the captain. Took over the role after the other captain went missing and lost in action. But, however, this Spock doesn't really, care about saving the captain. He's doing things by the book and following the orders that the captain is following orders. But the narrative treats it like Spock has become power hungry and lost track of what's right. So I think that's what the movie wants us to think, but It's confusing. So Spock loses command after losing control of becoming emotionally unstable in front of the crew, and he resigns, and Captain Kirk becomes Captain Kirk by insulting Spock, failing towards by claiming that Spock never loved his mother, his biological mother that raised him. And he actually claims that's a pretty harsh thing to say, but then Spock like lashes out and can't take Kirk. It's bullshit anymore. You know, we're supposed to root for the Kirk, but I want to root more for. I was rooting more for Spock, because Spock, throughout the course of this film, has given more time to develop, because we've seen what he was like as a kid, and how he was a troubled kid and always conflicted with his dualities of his Vulcan side and being half human. Emotionally, so and well, Kirk, we just saw him crashing his asshole uncle's car and losing it, and that's as much we got. And that doesn't really connect to Captain Kirk as an adult, before it becomes comfortable as Captain, like it does for Spock's journey in this movie. You know, his events towards his childhood and connecting to his adulthood in the movie of his story, wrapping up his character. So I feel like this movie didn't know what to do with Captain Kirk, the main character. So it just uses a bunch of gags. Like in Master Project Inspector Gadget was the main character, and hoping, seeing what will stick, we'll get a laugh out of the audience. But I found that got kind of annoying for me after a while. That's why I give it a 5 out of 10. Now this leads to Into Darkness, which I think is the superior movie, because I will say at least Captain Kirk is at least competent in this one. And more likable and well-rounded. I feel like when it got to Into Darkness is when they really figure out what to do with Captain Kirk. And at least like at first, until, you know, they bring him back from the dead. In this movie, the same movie, they kill him off. I would have liked if they brought him back for a different movie, not in the same movie. And that's a big reason why I'm giving it a 5 out of 10 Into Darkness. That's the biggest thing that bothers me the most. Not that they killed Captain Kirk off. No, they killed him off only to bring him back to life in the same movie. 15 minutes later, or 10 minutes later, after he's been dead. On screen. Why? Just a few minutes pass, and there's more. Now there's more in the movie. It's like, And also, there's still way too many jokes, stupid jokes in this movie. People said that this movie takes itself seriously and dull. I wish it took it seriously. I mean, it took itself seriously compared to the first one, but it's like 50% of it takes itself seriously, 50% feels like jokes. To forward the story. It's kind of like Josh Whedon's Justice League, basically, from 2017. That he took over for Zack. I mean, they took over Zack's project. That's what this movie feels like. It feels like a rush job. Confused. Unbalanced. Tones all over the place. Can't really find it doesn't want to know what it wants to be. So it tries a whole lot of that shit. And trying to do everything to feel like a Star Trek epic. That's why I give it a 5 out of 10, and now leads into Star Trek Beyond, which honestly I don't know why I had such high hope for this one compared to the first two. Maybe it's because this trailer actually made it look really good. Even more so than the first two. Maybe because the show actually was pretty good and memorable, and it made the movie look good. It looks like they learned from mistakes. Nope, they did not. Exactly. And you know how, like... Okay, remember how the first two were too many jokes? And when I say too many jokes, I mean like how MCU movies have too many jokes and DC Universe movies have too many jokes. To the point, the kind of jokes that feel like not all DC's, certain ones like the Flash. Too many jokes to feel like kind of getting obnoxious and annoying. And it feels like this, for some reason, it really wants to bring as much funny into the film to get through the movie because it has nothing else to think of to offer you. That's what Star Trek Beyond is. That's what you get. The same shit over again. 5 out of 10. Star Trek Beyond I'm giving. Good morning. Subscribe to my channel and like this video, please. Goodbye.